I'm back. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So yes, I am back, and I'm back for good. And kind of just let's dive back into my return with a try to get ready with me, since that is basically what I do. I should definitely move this table over that way, but you know, I'm still figuring out the logistics. So I'm also ordered like a light so I can have like real light, because the problem is that I have this window behind me, and normally when I would set up in here I would have the light shining on me, but now that I have like a she desk where it's like a desk just for all of my stuff, which is a big reason as to why I was gone, I have to get lining to make it work in this space. So I ordered that. It's not going to get here till Tuesday, I believe. So yeah, but let's just go ahead and start putting on makeup, shall we? I'm using the Rare Beauty concealer. The concealer I've had, 150C, is the color that I used. This did not work for me like whatsoever when I lived in Arizona. I guess it's just because my skin was too dry, or maybe just the skincare, I don't know, but it's been working for me lately. And I'm gonna do kind of like work makeup, but like with a little bit of eyeshadow, just because I, you know, want to look a little more put together this Sunday, because I am filming this on a Sunday morning. But yeah, let's talk about that. So the big reason why I was gone, and I kind of like spoke a little bit about it in one of like the last videos that I posted. I was, yeah, we know I've been a horrible YouTuber, and mostly it's like I have no inspiration. I don't really like wear makeup anymore because I can't really wear makeup at work. So like I just don't even know like what to film about and blah blah blah. So I was like in a little bit of a rut, but I think I found like a little bit more balance now in my life again. One of the big problems is I didn't have an area for my own space, so like there was no like setup for me, or like every time I wanted to do something I always had to move to wherever it was like convenient. Even with just like sewing, because that is like the hobby that I've taken up instead of like doing YouTube. Instead I've been sewing, which is something that I still like and I'm still doing, but I definitely feel like I can handle YouTube now, and sewing is like my therapy. I say that as like my sewing machine is like right here. Again, I'm filming this on my she desk, so everything here is like all of my hobbies and stuff, and it's mine and mine only, and I don't have to move around when Josh needs to study, which is basically all the time because he's a med student. And yeah, so for Christmas I was like, you know, I would really like a place to finally put all of my things. Like we had been talking about it, but like just didn't have like the money or anything. And then for Christmas we were like, okay, we are getting myself my desk so I can have a place. And I feel like even just having the desk and having like a designated area for my stuff has also changed my mood. I guess before, like the biggest issue is like if I wanted to do something, like I had to figure out where to do it, and I don't know, it was kind of like annoying to me to have to like keep moving around to like where it was convenient. But yeah, and that's really like the reason why I was gone. I just didn't have like a designated space, lack of motivation, or like what to film. That was another reason that I was also gone, because I'm like, what the heck do I film? Like nothing's relevant in my life anymore. But content wise, I don't know if you can see behind me that there's like stuff on the floor. I'm like in the process of like doing my next sewing project. One of like my goals for like this year is I want to create 26 like things on my sewing machine. So that's basically like every 2 weeks have like a completed item. And it's just to like amp up my skills. My bigger goal is like I have a friend's wedding in July, and I want to make my own dress for her wedding. So that's why I have kind of like this big like project of like creating 26 things just to like up my skill. I've always like enjoyed sewing. Like I took it when I was in elementary school, and then I think I've been mentioned before, in 2021 I had the urge to do it again, and I just like never bought a sewing machine because I knew I was gonna move, and it's like I don't want to do with that hassle. And then once I moved here, I still kind of wanted a sewing machine, but like I didn't want to like spend the money on it, especially because like I had just spent all this money on like moving and stuff, and I needed time to recover financially. And then the sewing machine that I have now kind of landed in my laps for free, and I just had to basically like buy the money to like clean it, upkeep it, new needles, new supplies, and you know, the amount that I've spent on that has probably equated to a new sewing machine. But if I would have gotten a new sewing machine, I probably would have had to spent like the same money on needles and thread and all of this other stuff. So I guess like it's half the cost. Although this is like a vintage sewing machine, so it can only do like a straight, just like one stitch, and like newer sewing machines can do like all these fancy stitches. So I have like plans to get like a different machine that does like different things soon. Just have to like budget that out. And then once I have made enough things on this one where like, okay, what I need to do requires a more modern sewing machine, then I'll upgrade, because I need to get like, I don't know, the experience out of it and like the value out of it before I buy a new one. Like I don't want to just like buy a bunch of things and then it like sit in a corner, because I can't have that habit with like Hobbies. Because funny enough, the week before the sewing machine landed in my hands, I was gonna start out painting again, and I spent like $100 on supplies and paint, and I think I used it one day and I haven't touched it since. I think it's mostly because I got the sewing machine, and I don't know, I've been painting basically since the pandemic started, so this is like something new. But I would eventually like to go back to painting, but you know, I just don't have time to do everything. And to me, like sewing actually just is less of like a chore to do. Not saying that painting is, but just like I get like too antsy, and like my patience runs out with painting, because it's like a whole process. With rather than like with sewing, like you can see your progress rather fast, and like I can easily step away with it and like nothing's ruined. I don't have to clean up, I don't have to like, oh my god, did I just like squirt out a bunch of paint and now like if I'm not using it, it goes to waste. So there's less of like that factor going on with sewing. So yeah, that's my, I guess, my tidbit of like my hobbies. I don't think I want to do like much with the eyes. Again, I think we're just gonna go to like Trader Joe's to get groceries, and it's a snow day later. Like it's gonna snow like this afternoon, so we're just gonna like hang out here. It's been nice. I mean, it's Sunday, so Josh has to do like his prep work, so I'll probably like clean the kitchen and like sweep and mop the floors and edit this video now, because I don't know, I just have like the motivation to do YouTube again. Which is funny that like just having my own space, my own like designated space where like my stuff can live, like did that. Who would have known? If I would have known that, I would have bought my She Desk a long time ago. Just light makeup. Again, I apologize, the lighting looks pretty bad because I'm just using like a standard lamp with like a yellow bulb. But my next videos after today that I physically film, I might film a couple more videos, not gonna lie. But after today's round of videos, I should have better lighting. In other exciting news in regards to content, I am officially gonna start planning my wedding. I'm not wearing my engagement ring right now because I have like no jewelry on besides like my second and my third piercings. I even took out like my first, just because I tend to wear like the bigger and the heavier stuff on there, and I don't want to like stretch out my piercings. But so I'm gonna start planning my wedding, and I thought that would also be like great content to do. Maybe not like too in depth. I interviewed a wedding planner this past week, and I just really liked her and I really vibed with her. So we're thinking of moving forward with her. I thought I turned that off. Why did that turn back on? Okay, that was a little weird. I turned it off before I started this video because I didn't want it to blow, but then I went over to look at it and it just said like low. So I wonder if it's just like you can't really turn it off when it's too cold, because you know, it's like 12 degrees outside, and I wonder if like you just really can't turn it off, or like it has like an automatic setting where it's like if it hits a certain temperature that's too cold, it has to blow something, which I think is what happened. I don't know how these work. So I interviewed her actually, because hello, when are the groomsmen ever like super involved in the process? Let's just be real here. Not to mention that Josh, my fiance, is a med student, so yeah. Anyways, so we interviewed her. I say we, I keep saying we because we are the couple. I interviewed her on Wednesday. I liked her work. She said that hopefully by tomorrow, which would be Monday, she will have like this list of like pricing, and that would really just kind of see like, is the budget that we have in mind enough? Do we have to like cut stuff here or there, blah 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 blah. And so I thought that's all like interesting content to make for like future brides. I don't know, I say unfortunately, but not unfortunately. Like obviously I'm very fortunate to like be engaged, be in love, and wanting to plan a wedding, but so does a whole bunch of people who postpone their weddings, and prices are up for weddings these next couple of years. So I say unfortunately in like that sense, that unfortunately everything is gonna have a ridiculous markup because there is a demand for everything with this wedding boom, and so in that case it's a little unfortunate that, you know, myself included, with like the brides of the next couple of years, are gonna pay a lot of money just to have a wedding because everyone's trying to get married now. And I'm an all or nothing type of gal, so I want a party. I want a nice party. I can't just elope and have a nice dinner. It's not really me. As much as I try to convince myself, it's just not me. That yeah, I guess I won't go too much into details in that because that can be like its own separate video, and again, like more like here's another content thing that I can create and just kind of take on that process. I will be watching other brides content who like have actually like made videos about the process, because I think that would be super helpful. We are getting a wedding planner because it is way too much work to plan a wedding from the other coast. So like everyone, like all of our guests and slash invitees are on the West Coast, and only Josh and I are on the East Coast right now. So it's kind of hard to plan a wedding from the other side. So we're just gonna do the wedding planner and make our lives easier, not deal with so much with the stress. And the wedding, I liked the wedding planner when it came like regarding that topic. I was like, are you okay with like planning a wedding from long distance? And she's like, honey, 90% of my brides are like long distance brides. And I was like, awesome, that makes me feel so better. I'm not going to give it all away now though. You'll have to watch all that content if you're interested in that regards. But yeah, I'm just basically here making like a quick little get ready with me, just kind of explaining, you know, why I've been gone, why I'm back. And I am back for good. I mean, I already bought like a box light, that's investment. But yeah, it really was like, now that I have my own dedicated space, I know when I can film now. I can even film like in the mornings if I wanted to. Like say if I actually wanted to do my makeup, I definitely can, because I'll have the space, I'll have the lights for like, even though it'll be like 5 in the morning. Weekend mornings, that's also like free time for me, and having the space helps, you know, because if there's no space and I have to set up, it's like, ugh, that's so much work. I'd rather just watch Housewives and sip my coffee, and I already did that, but now I have my space. Ooh, sorry. and the motivation to film. So I don't know, I'm happy to be back. I hope you're happy that I'm back. Still have to, you know, just because I have all these ideas in my head, I have to figure out how to like make them like come alive. But that'll be a process that we can do together. Just gonna do a little bit of color on my cheeks. Actually, I say as I'm like picking like a mauve blush. Does anybody remember these? Pretty sure I got like the OG one or like the second year. I feel like Hourglass products like last a very long time. But that's really all the makeup I'm gonna be doing. Like, it's just Trader Joe's. I'm gonna be wearing a mask, but I feel cute. And the thing's turning back on, so I think my toes are cold. I'm wearing sweatpants. I don't have anything on my feet. And my toes are getting cold, so I guess it is cold. And the battery's dying. So I guess that's time to wrap up, but I just wanted to like make a quick little get ready with me and telling you like I'm back, why I'm back. And I think I should end this because like this video or that thing can be really annoying. New content. I'm starting to wear a little more makeup at work. I'm just like, you know what? It makes me feel good. Why not? I don't know. I'm finding my groove again. I think I've just had a longer than normal adjustment to like a new place, which I think is totally normal. And I feel like now I'm adjusted and can like restart, I don't know, my life again. I don't know. But yeah, I hope you're excited that I'm back, and I need to go put socks on because my toes are literally freezing right now. I will see you guys all in my next video. Bye.